Great morning, Camel Tribe. Today, we're going to dig in to the topic of the discipline of hard work, the real gritty, sweat drenched kind of hard work. A couple of days ago, we explored pain and the lessons that it could teach us. Before that, we tackled uncertainty and the belief that everything is unfolding according to God's plan. Now we're going to turn to the equalizer, the antidote to both of those obstacles, and the fuel that can sustain us for success. And that is hard work. Day after day after day. The grind. This isn't the same as the discipline to begin something. It's similar because we can't do something if we don't begin. But now that we've begun, we have to figure out if we need to continue. In the beginning, we might have moved forward toward a goal, like getting a better job or starting a new hobby. But some things, they have a completion. They're simple. Others don't. They require dedication on a constant basis. Things like praying every morning, or about changing our life every single time one of life's circumstances doesn't go our way. This requires hard work, day after day after day. So, to kick things off, I like to talk about stories, and this one will be a little bit different. But let's take a stroll into Greek mythology and the age-old story of Sisyphus. You know the one, the guy cursed by the gods to push the boulder up the hill, and as soon as he would get it there, it would roll right back down every single time. Now, at first glance, this is the ultimate punishment, right? But here's the twist. Sisyphus, even though he has to push this massive boulder with everything he's got all the way to the top of the hill, he didn't give up. He never quit. He doesn't whine about his fate or rail against Zeus and the gods, right? Every time that boulder comes down, he just digs in, sets his stance, and he pushes it right back up that hill. That is perseverance. The quiet refusal to give up, not complaining. That's what hard work looks like. It's persistence, even when the task seems futile. That's power. That's rebellion against your own weakness. And that's how you win against the odds. Now again, Sisyphus, a little bit of a strange story. He was a tyrant. He killed people. He was cursed for a reason. But the bottom line is, every single time, he stood up and kept doing what needed to be done. Now, let's shift from myth to modern legend. Rickey Henderson, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Rickey once said, "If my uniform doesn't get dirty, I haven't done anything in the baseball game to help us win." That is the heart of it. Hard work isn't about staying clean or waiting for someone else to make the play. It's about diving in, getting messy, and showing up every single time, no matter how tough the opponent, no matter how bad the circumstances. Rickey, he earned the nickname the Man of Steel by continuously over and over and over again practicing and playing. He stole 1,400 bases. He hit nearly 300 home runs, and he played an incredible 25 years in the major leagues. That kind of success doesn't come from talent alone. It's earned, one dirty uniform at a time. And again, Rickey Henderson just passed away. But think of the legacy that he's left behind. He's a legend. Now, if we turn to philosophy, someone who's neither like Sisyphus nor Rickey Henderson, but Thich Nhat Hanh, reminds us that if there is no mud, there can be no lotus. The mud, the struggle, that's where the magic starts. It's not punishment, it's the foundation. Without mud, that beautiful flower cannot bloom. And the same applies to us. Hard work isn't just about grinding endlessly. It's about finding the transformation in the hard work, in the fertile ground. It's about taking all the mess, all the pain, all the uncertainty, and turning it into something meaningful. Our own life's work. Every push, every effort, it shapes you. It makes you stronger. It turns you into something closer to the person that you were ultimately meant to be. So, what's our boulder today? What uphill battle are you fighting? Don't waste any energy complaining about it or talking about it. Grab it, push it, and when it rolls back, take a deep breath and push it again. This is your practice. This is your discipline. Identify the one thing that you have. Maybe it's a goal that you've wanted to complete, or a discipline that you've, again, wanted to strengthen. It doesn't have to be something monumental. I've talked about this many times. It could be something small. But what matters is that you have an awareness, right? That even though this thing can get boring, that this thing can get repetitive, that this thing can get difficult, that it doesn't seem like this thing is working, that you keep at it, that you keep, again, moving forward. So, again, what is something that keeps coming up in your life that maybe you quit? All you have to do is refocus, commit to starting again, and this time, remember, don't stop. Don't just enroll in a class. Become a lifetime student. Don't just go on a 30-day diet. Commit to a healthy lifestyle. For today, it's just one thing. Again, it could be anything. Anything will do. But we must develop a discipline for doing it day after day after day. Hard work, it's not glamorous. But it's where resilience is born. It's where self-confidence comes from. It's where belief in yourself comes from. It's where greatness ultimately is born. So today, I want you to be the Sisyphus who denies complaining, denies his sentence by the gods, right? And just does the work. Be the Ricky Henderson who dives in head first, who knows that if anybody's going to win the game, he's going to win the game. Be that lotus, that beautiful flower that doesn't curse the mud, but feeds off of it. So keep going, my friends. Every push, every effort, it brings you closer to your highest potential. I believe in you. I believe that you have discipline. I believe that you have hard work within you. I love you. Now onward. Let's move those boulders together today.